This Facebook breach is by a company called Cambridge Analytica, and there's a lot of news about it, but essentially Facebook had a partnership with a company called Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica employ a lot of people. I believe a lot of them are psychologists analysing people's behaviour and stuff, and that's their whole job. Now, what this company did, that were partnership with Facebook, after collecting all this data and doing a lot of stuff beyond collecting data, they then sold it to the Trump campaign. Okay, so one party had a massive advantage, and apparently they targeted the people that were the weakest and easiest to change their mind. Okay, not only did they target just those people, they targeted potentially people that were like them, which generally people that had lived by them, lived near them, or had similar criteria that they could attack, essentially. So there's a lot of articles about this, and it's all over the news, and there's thousands of tweets and stuff about it. But there's a huge movement to get rid of Facebook, delete your Facebook account. When you read a lot of these stories, you will realize, oh, this is kind of well beyond what I thought people were doing. And I'll read you just one thread on Reddit, okay? Now, who has time, who's read Reddit in the last month? Okay, few of you. Not enough, all right. So let me just read this one thread and tell me what you think of it. Okay. So, what is the breaking news about Facebook's selling of user data? Why is it such a big deal? I'm very confused. I was under the impression that there's no such thing as online privacy, that every click we make and page view is tracked and bought and sold by various companies and entities. Furthermore, I thought that this fact was common knowledge to everyone. Like data mining is nothing new. Targeted ads are nothing new. What's different about this story that has millions of people ready to burn down the Facebook headquarters? Now, just bear with me here. There's lots of answers here. I'll just read one answer. What Cambridge Analytica did is, what they're alleged to have done, goes a long way beyond simply collecting information that people willingly gave out online. It was how they did it, how they analysed it, and what they did with the results. If you were to take part in an online survey that asks you about your opinions on certain political issues, you wouldn't be surprised to find that this information was being collected to create an idea of what the current mood of the nation is. That's fine, although you might appreciate it if you were told that this information was being collected for this purpose, but you'd also hope that this information was anonymised, all right? But suppose you did this quiz, which Lord of the Rings character are you most like? So you do this survey and ask you questions. You're faced with a terrifying monster. Do you A, run and hide, B, call for help, C, stand in front of it and yell? You shall not pass. Seems harmless, right? Just a bit of fun. Congratulations, you've worked out your Gandalf. You're the nice guy. All right. So, and if you recall what was going on Facebook all the time during the election, is they were saying, answer all these questions about policies. You know, do you think guns should be banned? What do you think of abortion? What do you think of this? You are this far red, or you are this far left, or you're right in the centre. All that type of stuff. So people were doing this just to find out what these things told them. Okay, and they were a bit curious, and they probably knew that this is being collected. Why would someone make a survey like this? Let me read the rest of this. But if the allegations are true, it's not just a bit of fun. Although the questions seem totally unconnected with anything political, Cambridge Analytica claims to be able to use that to analyse it, build up a very detailed psychological profile of you, your political beliefs, your hopes and fears, your race, your income, everything about you, even very private stuff that you've never told anyone. Their boast, in fact, is that by doing this, they can wind up knowing more about you than you even know about yourself. In fact, they know you so well that they know what kind of propaganda you're most susceptible to, how you can be persuaded to change your mind, how you can be subtly manipulated without being aware of it. Suddenly, whenever you go online, you see ads that you're not consciously interested in, but which are filtering through to your subconscious. These ads, by the way, are tailored to you personally. Apparently these psychologists were quite good at this technique. A few weeks later, you answer the door to an opinion pollster. They ask you a few questions, record your answers on a tablet. What you don't realize is these questions that they're asking you, again, were carefully selected to manipulate you personally, since they already knew a bit about you from the data that was collected online. They know to an accuracy of a block or two just what people in different areas think and believe. In fact, you don't even have to have been online at all. It's enough that your neighbours have, and there's a high degree of probability that you're similar to them. So they go to the suburbs of data that they have. Now, and to make this even more sinister, they're collecting information not about you, not just about you, but about your Facebook friends as well. Even those who don't do any of those online surveys. By looking at your friends, they can discover a great deal about you, and they can discover a great deal about your Facebook friends as well. Simply going on the fact that they're friends with you. I can't tell you how many of my Facebook friends, particularly Americans, keep posting, I am deleting anyone that puts a negative comment about my rant here about guns, okay, which feeds us even more accurately. Now imagine all this information is being given just to one political party, but not any others. You have no intention of voting for that party at all, but the same party now knows the best way to trick you into changing your mind. This is a very big deal. If the claims are even halfway true, Cambridge Analytica has discovered a way to brainwash millions and millions of people. By the way, there's heaps more. It just goes on and on and on. But that gives you some type of idea why they're carrying on so much about this particular firm and what was done with all the data on Facebook.